immense pleasure to deliver the webinar on how the computer science engineering field is affecting developing the sustainable. So how we can available the abilities of computer science to handle the desired future. So this is the topic I'm going to address you. So how we can exploring the sustainability through computer science is computer science we are studying only through the computers and computing theory and practicals. So by this theory and the engineering practicals, we can able to functions including the development of software, hardware, and by formulating the algorithm. And now the newer evolution like artificial intelligence. These are all the computer science basic perspectives how we can deal with the computer science and what are all the needs to design us. And I think this methodologies and farmers, principles, methods, tools, we can solve the problem related to an environmental and as well as the societal sustainability. So this is a major focusing I have touched here. So that how we are going to face this problem and how we are promoting our computer science and how we are entering to the new desired future ones like sustainability. So in the sustainable development, there are three categories in terms of society. So in all these three hands, the computer plays a major role. And also the sustainable available resource, how the computer current generations needs and meet the desires of this three features, that is society, economy, and environment. So how the computer science field can be utilized in climate change, water ecosystems, land ecosystems, and how we can achieve the economy and also the improve the society. Computational society, the computing for a better world and sustainable future, we are formulating for these three needs, that is the environmental, economic, and societal. For the sustainable future, the computer and the information scientists, they are playing with the good sustainability. Such computational expertise we are in need. Such computational expertise recently, the artificial intelligence, big data, machine learning, and then various methodologies we are turned out into the IT, green IT environment. So now the world evolution, the industry 4.0 turned into the. So now we are challenging, we are going to the desired ones of future by using this computer techniques. So thus computational sustainability, we have to aim to identify and formalize and to provide some solutions to these computational problems that aims to identify the problems and also for balancing the societal needs, environmental and economic future. So the major areas of computing that we can attain the sustainability is the first one is how the computer architecture meet out. So now we are moving into the range of large data centers, that is like cloud environment, and it is recyclable components. So in computing environment, there are various 4G, now the next generation of 4G networks came, and also we by using the older accessing networks like local area networks, and now we are using Wi-Fi. And recently the so by using these platforms, we are collecting the data and predicting and analyzing the entire result, and also for storing the data, we are using the cloud environment. So these are usable mainly using for the recyclable components, and we are do not polluting any environment. And also this will. So by using the computer hardware and architecture, now the smart fire detection alarm and then smoke control alarm. By using various sensors, they are placing the alarm methodologies and they are indicating whatever the disaster is coming before. And they are having some surveillance like a digital video and security accessing and control, and then indoor some quality air services inside the and energy also they are spending through not by the sources of like environmental and maintenance of the building. by using various new technologies, and then surveillance of the building through artificial intelligence concepts. So these are for all the concepts we will need of computer hardware and architecture to build the recyclable components, and also figure out. So basic need to the efficient computer system. This is the major need for the sustainability, and all the data will be stored only by the cloud servers. The next versions is the robotics and the sensors. This is the major area in the computing sustainability we can't serve it. So nowadays the sensors plays a major role. Like we all are using the Google Map, that is geographical information systems we are tracking, and this information and by using that all the informations are retrieving, and the sensors make the major roles like monitoring the civil infrastructures like bridges and power grids, and the sensors in the wide variety based on the visions and audio. And also this sensing abilities, we can protect several disaster responses by using sensors. And nowadays the robotics plays a major role. Robotic concept is nothing but how we can replicate the human brain system. So by replicating the human brain system, we will play all the manual work by the robotic concept. So this is the major field in the industry 4.0. And for all this process, we have to study about the sensors and remote sensing process. For the sensors and all, we can place the sensor and we can retrieve the data through an Internet of Things, that is IoT, and we can play for all the data in the servers, and we have a processing station. Collecting all this data, we will perform some analyzing. And so for analyzing, sir.
Madam, yeah.
Sir, it's audible, sir?
Yeah, audible only. Just louder, sir.
Thank you, sir. So by using this remote sensing, we can various analytic purposes like the satellites, and also now we are using several drones concept for making, and drones are used to performing the rescue operations and also for the disaster management. And by using this variety of sensors and satellites and drones images, and just we will perform classifications and associations algorithm we will perform, and we will predict some data by based on, and we will impact all this data and collect the data and import it into the system. The framework will decide whether the predicted data will be used for the future. So the these robotics and sensors is a major area focus for the sustainable development. And also we can use to this robotic water resources like aquatic and in aerial and then terrestrial data also we can use. This mainly the sensors and the robotics will play like this. The next areas of computing for this we will the cyber physical recent industry 4.0 CPS. We will perform the computing technologies by embedded this cyber physical systems such as in our various processes like the car, inbuilt of car and highway buildings, and also we can build some home, smart home, otherwise smart mall. For this process is to improve majorly the energy efficiency and also for the safety purpose. And main CPS will be helpful monitor all the process, all the data we have handled, and also it will intimate immediate to the users. Otherwise, the admin will get the response immediately by using the cyber physical systems. Here also the human built systems such as cars, airplanes, and robotic systems are used. Some intelligent systems like artificial intelligence plays a major role. That is already I told you, it will replicate the human brain, and also we can use this artificial intelligence concept sustainable development reserves water usage with optimization, and then intelligence systems, several machine learning algorithms. With the supporting algorithms, we will perform and predict intelligent softwares. So this is the main cyber physical systems. How the systematic it is going is we are touching all kind of sustainable development like social systems, enterprise system, biological system. The CPS plays a major role. In cyber physical system, it will be able to develop a mechanical or optical or electrical systems, and by using this system, we can able to cover all the sustainability in the community of education, healthcare, and government. And also we can perform several models for the business, and for the business model can be used for the analytics and prediction for the future. And in several healthcare system also the cyber physical system is implemented. So these the industrial revolutions, and CPS plays a major area of computing sustainability. So the next field in computing, there is nowadays we all are using is the social computing and networking. So this discipline, the social computing and networking, we are performing several e-commerces and then online recycling of cooperatives, and this is ecologically and we are relating this to the several also it is sustainable or environment. And we are minimizing our manpower and paperwork, and we are using several social medias, and then we are performing several video lectures, video conferencing through the social media computings, and also we are using several networking concepts to connect all over the people in the world. And next step here to develop a sustainability is mobile computing, and that is like we are recording the information, transmitting our data, analyzing the data, used to all the sustainable products, and also nowadays the consumer products barcodes is also implemented by using the mobile computing concept. This all will implicate the sustainable development. So these are all the various areas we can touch the sustainability development in the computing field by using the concept of cloud, social networking, compute network, social computing and networking, and then main field artificial intelligence, machine learning. So the next sustainable development is sustained in the energy and environment factor is the facilities we can apply the products which increases and decreases environmental impacts. That is, we can apply the computer technologies to determine how we can save the in future desired needs. So nowadays we are using the eliminate the need of paper, serving our energy, and we are enabled several products by using. This will determine the waste. We are minimizing the waste by using these strategies of computing technologies, and also by using the computing technologies. We have nowadays we have the options by using the Google Docs, that is Google Document Viewer, and we are creating the documents in place, and we are sharing the documents in any place. Receive the document, and they will edit the document. The entire community will view what is the data are placed in the Google. So this Google Docs and video conference aspects and paperless works are the main factors in the computing field to protect their sustainable development, energy and environment. So by using the teleconferencing field is an essential element. We have reduced our transportation. That is, we are in the working place and avoiding the transportation part, and also we are reducing traveling need, and people no need to travel to the place, and they have reduced relaying of information. By we are transferring all the information becomes they are more faster and more convenient. That is, by using the telephone calls and text messages, we are transferring the information, and this is also when cost wise it is lower compared to the fueling of transporting from one place to another place. Computer science reducing the use of pollutants also by using the concept of video conferencing and online meeting. and changing the environment of energy use by applying some green IT and creating the awareness to our people. And most probably all the generations are turned into the sustainable environment by using two approaches. By using the two approaches of IT for green and all. So these are all the main environment factors that need for the future generations. The role of ICT playing the various forum like marketing, education, and then health and environmental sustainability. In marketing field, by applying the our classification or any training algorithms, or we are classifying how that how the tomorrow. So this will be increase the accessing of the market information, and also in terms of educations, we are providing the availability of quality educational materials and the several resources through ICTs we are giving. And in terms of healthcare management system, we are providing a e-health through various ICT tools and enhancing the delivery of some basic needs and service to be ICT tools. And some environmental sustainability are playing the major role by using only the ICT information technology. So the next one I'm focusing here is IT for green. This IT for green, in terms we are replacing non-green services by using the green services. This is a process we can be called as computing for sustainability. So computer science will be benefits for the environmental with the less carbon control, and also we have the better consumptions like resources of fuel, and we can give a better agricultural output. So we are producing that. How we can give services with the green services is the IT for green technologies. So it computer science also influencing the e-health management. I already told you e-health sector, banking sector, applications and all. The computer science plays a major role. The main objective is to minimize the risk. How we can minimize the risk and error, and how we can give some provisions to the patients, and by using this e-health, the ongoing improvement, the main we can capture, collect, array, maintain, and retrieve the patient medical records. Nowadays, main electronic medical records is using the database, storing the data in the cloud, and the patient healthcare data can be retrieved by the doctor, and they are sending through the online. And this plays best outcomes, and also we are reducing the factors like traveling. Healthcare data also they are providing for the future references. Long time in the database, and we can be used this data for the future references. And the electronic medical record can be made with an efficient data. That is, the data will be in the accurate manner. When performing by using the computer, the data will be secured and also will be in the accurate manner. So moreover, e-health and then in the environment field, we are moving to the non-green with the green services. We are replacing the non-green services with the green services. So this platforms will be connecting the healthcare professionals and also patients, and also it will be data easily, faster manner. So this is the IT for green, and then next one. Now we are moving more over to the smart cities. Now Control is also in the control of smart cities. For performing the smart cities, in fact, main field we have to use is the computing field is Internet of Things. Now the Internet of Everything is also came. So by using this Internet of Things, we can improve the efficiency. For example, in smart street light, which will turn the operations whenever someone nears to the light. So there is no need of placing the light fully on when someone near, and it will be help to counter whatever the criminal activities is going on the street at night. And also it is a efficient security method. Whether the nearby any object, the street light will work. So the street light will perform only by using the methodology of Internet of Things concept. And also in the smart cities and all, they are replacing some smart bin, that is by smart dustbin methods. And the smart cities are moving towards the smart dustbin methods by using the Internet of Things field. So this Internet of Things field, we can able to derive time forecasting data in the system, and we can able to store the all the data and the time variant data we can able to store it in the system, otherwise the server like cloud, and we can retrieve the data whenever we need, and we can able to process it and analyze it, and we can predict and perform several type of analytics inside it. So the major industry zero evaluation, they already told that robotics, sensors, artificial intelligence, machine learning, these are all the major field. For those field, we have to connect, and we want to predict any result. We are in the of things. So Internet of Things research, there are many applications and researchers are coming. By using this, we can able to predict the data. We can retrieve the data by connecting some embedded system along with the computer, and by this embedded big microcontroller, we can able to retrieve our information. So this is the next field to determine, and also we can reduce our environmental pollution by using this field. And this smart things will be save our energy, and then it will be to determine and control the computer science. That is computer data will be in the efficient and accurate. So this is Internet of another major computer science field. We can apply and predict a large number of data like big data, and we can evaluate the data, and it can be useful to help for improvement and raising the renewable energy. Like we can build a more efficient things, able to discover some materials like computational analysis. This will be helpful for us to understand the data. So these are all the happens only by using the IoT and the smart Internet of Things. So this is the major field industry evaluation 4.4. We can able to store and retrieve the data with the less polluted across environment. So this computational sustainability we can achieve by using this IoT is that we can perform several computational strategies, like we can visualize the data by learning data, and we can predict the data, and we can apply for this large amount of data, and we can determine the solution.
Madam Sharmila, madam, your voice is not audible. Little bit more closer to your mic. Speak a little.
Okay. Okay, sir. I will check. Next one is green IT. We told you that IT for green is how we can replacing the non-green services with the green services. Similarly, the green IT sustainable green IT in the sustainable company, how we are going to meet equipment like hot. We can build several design devices. This will be recycled products we can use for the longer use. So these elements they can produce by using of power management software, low energy microcontrollers, and data center virtualizations through several virtualization methods. There are several virtualization server virtualization methods are available. By using the concept, we can attain a green IT for the sustainable computing. So green IT, we can describe that it will concentrate more on the minimizing our energy And this technologies will have become a more sustainable one, and minimize our energy usage and protect our environment and sustainability. And by using the techniques of artificial intelligence and machine learning research, we can understand each and every things, how it will be worked and how it will be organized, and we can retrieve the data by using of learning algorithms, and we are able to retrieve that, and we are able to store it in the server side, and we can virtualize the data, and the data visualization method will be an efficient one when compared to the manual process. So this will attain our green IT environment, and this will place our environmental less pollutant, and also with the limitless manual usage, we can replace all the human methodologies into the computer. So computer applications will replicate the human by using the concept of AI and robotics. They will facilitate more sustainable one. It involves creating technologies in the current research. So in green IT, it becomes positive outcomes for the sustainability. So by ensuring this, we can include minimal usage of real-time data, and the minimal usages retrieve all the data captured by using the frameworks, and it will analyze it, and it will predict some results, and we can predict it for the future. This is a concept. By using the IT, we can make the environment process sustainable one. So this is a small YouTube for sustainable development I wanted to show. So how the sustainable environment can be achieved by using the computer resources.
Please share this YouTube link in the chat box also.
Sharmila madam, not audible madam.
Yes, yes, sir, sure. Sir, is I audible, sir?
Your voice is very feeble, slightly
Louder, madam. Speak a little louder, or your mouthpiece, that mic will be closer to your.
Sir, I am speaking. Is I audible, Santosh, sir?
Now audible, but better louder.
Okay.
Here louder.
Okay, sir.
Unmute and speak, ma'am.
Sir, my video is playing in YouTube. I am playing a video. Is it visible, sir?
Video is not playing madam.
Okay, so I will share this one. So in that, computing for a better world is explained, and how the computational sustainability will be achieved. So in this YouTube source, I will show on the chat box there.
Singam dance.
We'll share this one through chat box, Santhosh. We will see it in the later. So by using this computing techniques like green IT, artificial intelligence, robotics, and remote sensing concept, we can achieve the number of positive outcomes in a sustainable development. So this will be the important. Sir, sir.
Please continue with the louder voice.
Energy and environmental conservation. It's an important player in energy and environmental conservation, and also has numerous positive outcomes on sustainable development. So by using this of IT for green and green IT, the computing will be used for the sustainability and the sustainable computing. And this of non-green services with the green services, the green IT will be involved identifying the techniques to minimize energy. So by usage of the computing. So these are all several fields we can use by computer industry 4.0 revolutions. So I have pointed out a lot of techniques like teleconferencing, and then artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotics, and green IT, and non-services with the green services, and several machine learning algorithms and remote sensing processes in SAS. So by using these techniques, the computer science will impact and maintain the records in the cloud server, and it will reduce the emissions, and we can protect our energy, and we can replace our energy with the alternate sources, and we can conserve our environment, and it will apply to reduce emissions. By these number of numerous positive outcomes, the development can be achieved by the computing field. So that only I told you that computing sustainability is the future. Decide once to target our sustainable development, and by using this computer available sources with the current generation needs, we can ability to handle the desire of future ones. And this computer science will efficiently maintain the records in terms of healthcare, and also in terms of in terms of business and marketing strategies, and of education, and the ICT, information communication technology, will play a major role. So using these above said techniques, we can achieve the computing purely sustainability, and also the sustainable computing by using this green IT, and the industry 4.0 revolution to make a great change in sustainability. So that's all about my speak. Santhosh sir.
Hello, madam.
Sir.
Yes, madam.
Sir, I am unable to play my video. So that's all about.
What video is there, madam?
Have you present all the slides, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And the two videos I have, but it is not playing, sir. There are
I have some connectivity problem, I think so.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Net connectivity is slow in my. It's very low. It's very low. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. You just share the link, then we can.
Yes, sir. Trust. Sir, thanks for the opportunity given to me, sir.
Okay.
And also, it's a great
Thank you, ma'am.
opportunity.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for me. Thank you so much.
Santhosh sir, we can call our
and
next
also-
speaker.
And also for the participants who are listening, thank you so much for your contribution towards 90. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. We will call the next speaker.
We just introduce the speaker first.
Just a minute, sir. Just a minute.
சந்தோஷ் சார் கேக்குதா? நான் கேக்குறேன் சார். கேக்குதா பேசுறது?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Audible.
Just I share the slide.
Before that, I would like to introduce you, sir.
Okay.
With much pleasure, I would like to introduce our professor, Dr. S. Kumar. He is working as a professor in Department of Civil Engineering and also Dean, Faculty of Engineering and Technology, Periyar Maniva Institute of Science and Technology, Thanjavur. His area of interest is geotechnical engineering, soil dynamics and earthquake engineering, project management, sustainable construction technology, solid and liquid waste management, green building concept, water resources, GIS and remote sensing. He had published international journals of 33 numbers and national journals 8 numbers. He had guided for PhD more than 7 members. And he participated in national conferences of 23, international conferences of 12 numbers, and he wrote books and book chapters of 8 numbers. And he participated in workshop and a seminar of 2 weeks duration of about 7 and 1 week duration of about 11. And he organized the conference, seminar, workshop of about 26 in numbers. He is also having the membership in professional bodies such as Institution of Engineers India and Chartered Engineer, Indian Geotechnical Society, IGS Trichy Chapter, Indian Society for Technical Education, Solar Energy Society of India, Indian Red Cross Society, Society for Shockwave Research. He also received a certificate of also received the excellent performance in consultancy work and received the prizes for Tamil Nadu State Council for Science and Technology, and he worked for asset mapping for ISRO Bhuvan project and active participation in consultancy works for government, NGOs, private organizations and municipalities. He's having working experience of teaching in 26 years, industrial experience of 4 years, administrative positions 18 years. He also took part in consultancy projects at various levels, like particularly the smart city sewage treatment plant for Pudukkottai and Nagapattinam, cost-effective modular toilet for DRDA Thanjavur, and integrated bus system, bus stand and shopping complex for Thiruvayuru and Sirgali, and headworks water carrying bridge with storage pump at Muttarasanallur, Trichy, and Coimbatore sewage treatment plant, Chennai, and MGR Memorial, Chennai, Cooperative Milk Producers Federation, Madavaram, Chennai. With these few words, I would like to call our chief guest, Dr. S. Kumar, to deliver the address. Please, sir.
Okay, thank you, Sandhosh. Not as a guest, but just I am not a guest. I am just a part of Iei. Thank you for the just is my voice is audible and presentation is fully visible, sir.
Your presentation is visible, sir. Audio is little bit. You have to speak louder, or the mouthpiece will be near to your.
Madam, so very good afternoon, one and all here. So is it clear, sir, now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Proceed.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thanks. So very good afternoon. Once again, first I thank our EI, all the chairperson and the secretary, treasurer, everyone for this great opportunity given to us. So the sustainable, actually, in the today topic is sustainability in all the, particularly in life, in construction, in day-to-day activities. So the global warming, every day, every time we are speaking about, we are discussing about, we are arguing about global warming, but most of us, we are not contributing towards reduction of global warming or climate change. The reason is we don't have some of the times we don't have the awareness about the reason for the global warming and climate change. So in each and every minute of our life, we have to follow the sustainable technique or sustainable practice or sustainable lifestyle. Then only we can reduce the emission. Then only we can reduce the global warming or climate change. So now it is not only for us, it is for the future generation also, because the world is not for us. We have to hand over properly to the next generation or coming generations. So this is a very important topic. I thank all the title selected by Abis for us. It is a really very good topic. So it is a very good initiation. Should not be. It is a one or one event. It should be continued throughout the year. That is my humble request to Abis for us. So it is whenever I am presenting, wherever I am presenting, I have to ask some responsible questions for responsible people. The question is, who is responsible? So the few slides I will show. I left to your conscience for the answer. Only it is questioning. I am questioning who is responsible for this, all the slides. But your answer should be from you. Otherwise, you ask yourself who is responsible for all the slides. So this is the image taken from the Kichangupam nearby Nagapattinam during the tsunami. That is after the tsunami. I'm almost after 24 hours. The mother searching everywhere about his son. Finally, he found his dead body nearby seashore. So this is the world famous image. But my question is, who is responsible this calamity? So everywhere we are facing natural calamity or man-made calamity. But who have to safeguard the people? Who have to safeguard the innocent people or illiterate people? So next, this is some of the images from some building collapses. So see, some hands are towards us only. So fingers are hands. So everywhere we have the local planning authority, DTCP approval, local planning authority, everything we have. But whether are we following properly, in particularly in the road side, road we have 23, actually 23 feet or 30 feet wide. But in both sides, all the houses are constructed with the ramp at least for 5 feet or 6 feet. In the 23 feet road, if both sides we have the ramp for 5 feet, finally we get only 13 feet. So who have to blame, whether the approving authority or who is constructing the building. So these are some of the videos. So this is the image taken in the May, June, July, August, September. But after the January, after the Pongal, this is the condition. So in one period, we are suffering due to flood. In another part of the year, we are suffering due to drought. So it is the in both way we are suffering. So this is the big video. Next one. So this every year we are facing due to various types of cyclones. We are beautifully naming the cyclone, like naming our child. We are naming the cyclone, but whether we have planned to prevent the people or infrastructure or animals from the cyclone, every year we are getting the remedy from the government after the cyclone only. We are not following any rules. This is another way where actually, for your information, for the all the participants, this slide was generated in 2004. From the 2004 onwards, I am addressing about the disaster, particularly in the pandemic. Epidemic and pandemic, the same word I am using from 2004 onwards, using this slide, pandemic. But we are suffering almost for the 2-3 years, we are suffering about from the COVID. But this images is taken before 200 years back. Still, we are suffering without some remedial measures or remedial actions are yet out. But in the last image, that is this the Panbarak, Gudka, even the last week also, government seized almost 3 ton amount of material from somewhere, some down everywhere. At least alternate days, government is seizing some amount of material. So ultimately, we are blaming the government. But who is using this material? Particularly after using that, what will happen? So once upon a time, the what is this? Adayaru Cancer Institute. That is the only one hospital for Tamil Nadu. Almost 30 years back, only one hospital available for Tamil Nadu, Adayaru Cancer Institute. But in Tanjavur, from by fixing as a new bus stand as a central point, if you draw a 4-kilometer line, Tanjavur Cancer Institute nearby our Neptum, and Vishnu Cancer Hospital, then Meenakshi Hospital, famous for cancer treatment, then National Pharma Cancer, one hospital, only I am addressing about hospital. Then what about clinic? In the nearby RR Nagar, lot of clinics for the only for specialization of cancer treatment. So why this type of a sudden hike? We are not thinking, we are not bothering about it, but we are always blaming someone. But everyone we have to, particularly in the burning the plastic, particularly we have to educate the people not to burn the plastic or burn the any solid material, solid waste, particularly solid waste, because the burning the solid waste will create, will develop the particulated matters. Particulated matter 2.5, 10, everything, but the morning our Santhosh are addressed about the various, but in the particulated, the effect of the 2.5 and 10. That is why we wear mask. Okay. So see the image. The top 5 images, it is floating with because of less weight. Images are in the bottom due to overweight. So one side, that is the scarcity of food. In another side, obesity. So I request all the participants, particularly in the students, please don't waste the food, because you are destroying the food for others. You are not wasting your money or your food. Indirectly, you are destroying the food for others. So don't waste even a one rice to come to your plate. Lot of energy, water, hard work by farmers or mill owners or transportation. We are spending lot of energy behind the production of rice and transportation of rice and cooking of the rice by your mother or even your father. but finally you are simply wasting in the plate or dumping, particularly in the marriage hall or any other functions. Almost 50% of food wasted by our people. Particularly, we are not consuming the vadai made from oil and kesari because we have lot of heart patients and sugar patients. So please, sir. The next, I request all the participants, please, from all many years we are addressing, still we are not succeeding. Please keep at least two dustbin in your home, one for degradable waste, another one for non-degradable waste. Then only we can avoid the such things. So this is the images taken from our bus stand, Tanjavur bus stand, a leading theater in the Tanjavur old bus stand, another staircase in the shopping mall. Then this only collected from the person spitting in the nearby platform, we only taken from the website. But all the three images taken from our own soil, that is in Tanjavur, various places. Please see the condition. So we are assuming that we are consuming very good, very beautiful, very hygienic milk. But most of the cows in the just in the RR Nagar, if you see the RR Nagar, almost over 100 cattle simply roaming and consuming all the plastic with the food waste. Finally, in the plastic come to our blood, we are getting the milk from the blood. So this is about for our students. I am showing these images. Always the bike is invented to travel at the speed of 120 with 3 members sitting on the bike. Finally, we are traveling in the 108 towards the Maswari. There is a pathetic condition everywhere we are missing. So this is a terrorism. Even in the civilized society, we are claiming that civilized society. Still, we have the threat due to say various weapons, and this is we are our Tamil Nadu, India, even Tanjavur. We are claiming that this open defecation free district, open defecation free state, open defecation free India. But whether the original actually what is the condition of various, can you draw, can you during the walking in the early morning 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, everybody they are witnessing what is happening in and around. So these are the various questions I am raising, not only for you, also for me also. Finally, my answer, I have one small answer, very simple answer. This is everybody, every citizen of India have to follow the professional ethics or simply ethics. If you follow the ethics, we can avoid everything. That is my question, my answer. But what about yours? I don't know. You please keep get the answer for everyone. So this is the next one. Just we enter into the actual subject. That is the sustainable construction and green certification. So why sustainable construction? Sustainability in everywhere, but particularly in construction. If you follow the sustainability condition or sustainability technology or sustainable construction materials and methods are very various details, definitely you can save 30 to 40% of the wastage of energy. Definitely we can save 30 to 40% of the wastage of energy indirectly or directly. If you save 30% of the energy, you imagine the quantum of energy you save. If, for example, you are constructing for a house for 50 lakh, you can save at least 30%. You properly follow various sustainable conditions. Now, I am not speaking only for construction cost. I am addressing about the total cost for the entire life cycle. During construction, during planning, during construction, during maintenance, finally during the demolition. Almost if you are assuming that a building can stand for 100 years, during the entire 100 years, we can save at least 40% of the energy. if you properly follow the various sustainability conditions as per our government norms. So if you construct the building using sustainable condition, then you can get the green certification. That is given by the Indian Green Building Council, owned by our government, controlled by CII, Confederation of Indian Industries. They are the responsible for the green certification. So all the details I will submit. The sustainable says at least what level you can, please follow. I request all the participants. So green or building can be called as a green building. So what do you think? They are building with painted with green or covered with vegetation? No, this is the green building is the concept. Green building is the technology. Green building is the practice. So in a structure using some process that is environmentally friendly, responsible, and resources effectively, efficiently, if you follow throughout the building life cycle, that is very, very important. Not only in the planning stage, not only in the construction, not only in the maintenance, even up to the demolition, you have to follow, you can follow. If you follow the green building concept, definitely you have the responsibility to save at least 40% of the total energy. Energy means directly it is the cost for you. You can save 40% of the amount. So we have lot of technology, lot of practices, materials, everything, but we confidently we have to follow. For example, my house constructed in 2003, at the time on the total construction cost 300 rupees per square feet, but I completed the house only in 212 rupees. So see the amount of savings by adopting various green building concept. Still the same house I am living. Whoever having doubt, we can come and witness the various concept I am using. During now for the 2 months, I have AC in 2 rooms. All the regular electrical gadgets I have in my home, including washing machine, fridge, everything. But I am paying only 600 to 900, maximum 1100 rupees for 2 months as a EB current bill. But you know what is the actual cost? Only by using the solar. Just transferring to the EB grid line. So whatever the amount of current I produce, I am getting back as a reduction in my EB bill. So that is why I am getting during the summer itself, I am getting maximum 1000 rupees. During the winter, almost 300 rupees to 350 rupees only. If you have doubt, I am ready to send my EB bill to those who want. So if you are properly follow, definitely you can save money. So during the design, during the construction, during the operation, during the maintenance, renovation, demolition, that is the life cycle of the building. So during the life cycle of any building, it may be a houses or bridges or road or any multi-story shopping complexes or commercial building, anything we can follow. So the green building concept in India, particularly almost 24 countries in all over India, they are following various norms, particularly in the US Green Building Council. That is the first foremost agency who are responsible for green building concept. Following the US Green Building Council, we are having Indian Green Building Council, IGBC. So in India, we are following 2 types of green building rating system. One is Lead India statement, Lead India rating system. It is governed by Confederation of Indian Industries under the Indian Green Building Council, Indian Green Building Council. Then GRIGA, that is the green rating for integrated habitat assessment. Then the Leads India statement is for any building, but it is GRIGA mostly used for any habitat or cluster formation developed by TERI. That by Indian Green Building Council, controlled by CII. This is by TERI, that is Energy and Research Institute. So even though LEED or GRIGA, the concept or the content or technology or any practice, that is almost same. Okay, the green building rating system globally, it is now mandatory. In developed countries, every building is controlled by the green building councils, particularly the rating system. The green building standards, particularly LEED, that is leaders. LEED means leadership in energy and environmental design. So with a lot of parameters I am going to show. So through this we are controlling the various environmental system. Then green globes, model green home building guidelines, then build green, energy star, living building. So energy star and LEED, it is a very famous for everywhere. So LEED, in compared to LEED, in the energy star. So if you go to the shopping place for purchase a AC or any electrical gadgets or electronic gadgets, immediately the seller immediately says, this is our 3-star rated, sir. This is 5-star rated, sir. This is a single star rated. Even that is inbuilt stabilizer, everything they are selling that, because even inverter, some nowadays all the electronic gadgets are coming with the inbuilt inverter, but still our educated people are having confused that in the inverted AC is useful or non-useful. But definitely technically it is correct. The inbuilt inverter is guiding us for a proper fluctuation of the power and consume less energy, less power. So we can save more amount of energy, particularly electric power. So please always use star rated electrical gadgets or electronic gadgets. Electrical gadgets. So these are the various standards in India we are following. Mostly the star rated everyone knows. Similarly in the LEED only for particularly for the construction. Okay. So why we go for green or green concept? So in the green concept, increase flexibility to allow for longer building life and useful life period of the building, and reuse of material. That is a very, very important in a building. After demolition, the material should be reused properly. The 100% amount of material should be reused. There should be a green concept. Then improved building performance. So during using or during the occupation, the building can perform better than any other building. So the usage of energy, light, for the lighting and ventilation, we can use less energy. We can get more comfort from the green rated buildings. Then increase revenue. That is for the green rated building, we can get more rent or sale price. Then from the green rated buildings, the productivity also definitely more, because the condition indoor air quality condition or indoor environmental condition, everything is very favorable for workers. Definitely you can improve the productivity. Then lower cost, as you already mentioned. If you use properly the technologies and construction practices or everything, definitely the cost will be very much reduced. almost 25% you can save during the construction itself. Then reduce carbon consumption or carbon production also. So then energy independence. So in the green building concept, that is a zero emission, zero energy consumption. That is a very basic need. So whatever the quantity of energy you are consuming, that amount of energy you have to produce. That is a zero energy concept. So that definitely you save environment as well as the money. Then encourage the community. So people, we have to educate, and we can most of the people want to live comfortably in a building, so we can attract more tenants as well as more workers or employees. So then preserve the natural system. Using the green system, definitely we can save lot of uh, that is what is called in the indirect energy, embodied energy. That is called embodied energy. So we can save lot of energy. From that also we can reduce lot of material usage. Then the green buildings fit for the economics, environment, and social equality. So these are the various already. Once again, the economic. More, not only economical savings, that is a large amount of contribution towards environmental savings or environment. Everything. So we are finally contributing for the reduction of emission towards our environment. Definitely, you can contribute more for the environmental development. So then social equality. So we can produce the socially, economically equalization in all the level, the healthier working system, working environment, workers and tenants. So these are the various. Then as I mentioned earlier, we can save 30% of the money or material or machinery or gadgets, whatever the name you can. So using passive and active energy and environment, we can save a lot of things in the 30%. சந்தோஷ் அப்ப ஜஸ்ட் நான் பாட்டுக்கு பேசிக்கிட்டே இருப்பேன். தயவு செய்து டைம் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா சொல்லிருங்க, இங்க வாட்ச் இல்ல.
ஓகே சார், ஓகே 3:10 தான் ஆகுது, நீங்க பேசுங்க.
ஓகே. So for example, efficient devices. If you install, for example, in my house I installed 1 kilowatt solar panel, another 100 watts another small solar panel. So both the 1 kilowatt solar panel producing the current and supplying to the grid. The 100 watts solar panel produce the current and charging my that is stabilized electrical inverter. So in both cases, similarly I have solar water heater. Believe me, in my house there is no electrical heater, that is electrical water heater in any bathroom. Only I am using the throughout the year, during the summer, during the winter, during the raining, every day, every time we are using only solar water heater. During the rainy season, we are getting the water with warmness, at least for usage. And during the summer, we have to mix the water. That is the difference. Otherwise, throughout the year, I am getting the hot water from the solar water heater. So solar water heater, I have 1 kilowatts water energy for panels. I have 100 watts panel. I have using that, I am saving almost huge amount of money for the electrical usage. Similarly, for electrical devices or electrical material, then the energy consume materials or green building concept or green building construction materials, everything it is towards the savings of the money or savings of the energy. If you not bother about the money, at least consider about the savings of nation or the savings of our future generation, our next generation, our son, our daughter, or our grandson or granddaughter. So that is very, very important. So then that is then main very big. If you construct a building with any type of building, if you construct with the green building concept, definitely the maintenance is very, very less. Almost maintenance free construction we can do. From that, in the throughout the life of the building, almost 80 years, 100 years, we can save a lot of money due to maintenance free constructions. Okay, that is the various either directly we can save or indirectly we can save. That is a very, very important. The 30% is the average. Even maximum we can save 40%. So that is very, very important. So what are the opportunity in the save things? So energy infrastructure, information technology. In the last session, Madam Sharmila addressed about the various IT, ICT, and cyber security related sustainability concept. But everything can be incorporated in the buildings. Now, for example, our Rameswaram and properly during that properly constructed with sensors and screen buildings and proper throughout the year through proper maintenance, everything leads now totally it is fixed with a lot of ICT gadgets. So the government is 24 hours they are monitoring the performance, and any defects if occur, it is monitored by our government officers or CBWD people. So that is the important that is the role of ICT gadgets in a building. So that is called the intelligent energy efficient building. So energy infrastructure means fixing during the design, during the construction, during the maintenance, we are following all the green building concept, using all the green building materials, construction technology, everything. Similarly, the building should be monitored or used by using ICT facilities. That is called the intelligent building. That is simply we can say smart building. So smart is the buzzword for everybody. So we can say directly we can say it is the smart building concept, smart building. So energy intelligent building, intelligent energy efficient building. Simply we can have smart building. Everybody now we are using the smartphone. Like we have to use the smart building or smart structure. That is very, very. That is my request. So the ICT facility and green building concept. Finally, we get the result of smart buildings. So that is the very concept. Now, what is the various factors governing or controlling the green building concept or green building concept? Leadership in energy and environmental design. Leadership in energy and environmental design. That is the lead. It is controlled by Indian Green Building Council. Every country they have Green Building Council. First Green Building Council in US Green Building Council. Following the US Green Building Council, all other countries they have their own Green Building Council. India we have Indian Green Building Council developed in 2001. Even the Indian Green Building Council is controlled by CIA. So that is the very pakka rating system for the any buildings, particularly called sustainable buildings, with for the high performance or high comfortability for the living people or living any animals. So that is a very important. So it is an internationally accepted benchmark. That is almost they are following the US Green Building Council norms. Some few modifications related to our Indian condition. So it is a internationally accepted benchmark. Why it should be internally accepted? So we are attracted due to globalization. Now due to liberalization and globalization, we have to attract more foreign investment, foreign for industries and foreign collaboration. So for that, we have to follow the internationally accepted standards for the any construction of green. Only our Indian green building standards should not enough for the international companies or any industry. So we have to always follow the norms accepted internationally. That is why we are using the internationally accepted benchmark for the design, construction, operation, and for the demolition also. During the even the last month also in Noida was a twin building was demolished. So for 100% they followed all the green building norms and standards. Then only they allowed for the demolition. So it is a very, very important, even during the conceptual stage, during the planning stage, during the construction, during the design, and then during the entire life of operation, maintenance, and for the demolition. We have to accept all the internationally accepted standards and norms. Then only we can attract more foreign investment or foreign offices or foreign collaboration. So that is a green building, very important. So our lead statement also on par with the internationally accepted one. So what are the varying rating acceptable for lead for new construction, lead for existing building? Suppose if you are going for new construction, we can easily follow the new construction method, all the accepted norms and standards for selection of material, planning, everything. But for the existing building, we can modify the existing building for with our lead rating system or lead standards. Similarly, for the commercial interiors, then for core and shell, for the various industrial core, cell structures, even for the main building, main operation and everything. Then lead for the ordinary residential homes, then lead for neighborhood development. Now we have a lot of catered community developments. So for that, everything we have to follow the leads standards. Even for school also, now school means all the educational institution, they are instructing to follow the lead statement. Now lead school also coming up already. Most of the schools, most of the institution, they are following the lead standards. They almost nearing 200 and 230 buildings and various infrastructures certified by LEED. Okay. So why need already solved? Already I am explaining. Accounts in the built environment almost 40% of the global consumption of raw material only for construction. 37% of the primary energy consumed by construction industry. 68% of the electricity consumed by construction industry. 12% of the water, particularly potable water, consumed by our construction industry. 40% of the waste stream from the 45, then 35% of the carbon dioxide emission only from construction industry. See the quantum. So after the agriculture, the built infrastructure sector is a very big industry, consuming more energy, emitting more emissions. So that is a very important that we have to follow the LEED standards or green building concept for the infrastructure or building, because that is why in the government also very particular on standardizing the building practices and regularizing the building construction norms. Now day by day our local planning authority or the town and country planning authority, they are modifying the rules and regulation for the any approval. That is because this is the quantum of energy or pollution by the construction industry next to the our agricultural industry. So Then what is the need of the lean? To investigate the feasibility of building a cost-effective, sustainable home. The sustainability means not only emission reduction, not only increasing the comfortability for the living people. It is very important that economical condition, economical sustainability. So reduction of cost. Not some of the people are there low cost construction. Please don't ask low cost construction. It is not low cost construction. It is cost effective construction. When the low cost construction is misleading the people, they are thinking that by reducing the cost, we are reducing the strength of the building also. Please change your mindset of everybody. Low cost construction, it is not the correct word. It's the cost effective construction, cost effective sustainable construction. It is reducing the cost, not reducing the performance or strength of the building, any building. So I request all the participants hereafter use cost effective construction. Still people are using low cost construction even by our civil engineers also. Then accurate comparison to be made by creating two home design, one with the standard traditional building concept and materials, then other with the sustainable features. So then only we can come to a conclusion about the essence and the need or importance or final the merits of the lead standards. Then a cost analysis of all the components of both homes to be performed. Here homes I am using for representation, not only for homes, for any construction, any infrastructure with the life cycle consideration. So that is why I'm from the starting slide itself, I am speaking about life cycle of the structure, because the sustainability not only for during the construction, it is for entire life, like our life. Okay, we have to concentrate the health of our body from even when we are our mother inside, our mother and parents, they are carrying us. After coming us for some period, they are carrying us. After that, we are carrying ourselves during our death. So similarly, we have to care our building from the day 1 to day n. Okay, to determine the purchasing a sustainable home is better investment than purchasing a traditional home, because we are saving lot of money not only for construction. We are saving money throughout the entire life of the structure. That is why if you invest the building in a sustainable home or sustainable structure, it is definitely a very good investment compared to a building constructed with the traditional concept. The green buildings are becoming increasingly common for both residential and commercial structures. Once on time, people consider the green building concept only for residential structures, but now the condition is totally changed. Most of the commercial buildings now towards sustainable concept, because they have to attract more people for the working as well as for any commercial purpose. So they are also now going for green building rating. Then high demand for green design from the greater than overall consciousness for the environment and sustainability. So now, due to various calamity or due to pandemic or epidemic and various natural calamities, even for man-made, I tell that just mostly we are escaping by naming it as a natural calamity. But my consideration, all the calamities are made by human beings. Either flood or drought, it is only because of mistake of human beings. But everything, so that is why I'm always telling that everything is the man-made calamities. There is no any natural calamity. We are constructing the building along the water course. During the flood, we are blaming the rain or any government, sir, local body officers, office bearers. So the building any calamities. So now we are getting awareness about the various green building and the need of the green building concept. For example, now everybody they are purchasing star rated electrical gadgets, even whether we are having awareness about the climate change or environmental changes, but we are immediately asking for 3 rated buildings, 3 star gadgets or 4 even now 5 star gadgets are coming up. So there is a then why lead certification particularly you have to get for any building. So for if you get the lead lead certification for your infrastructure, it contributes to healthier work environment, higher productivity and comfort for the workers and tenants. That is very, very important. It will attract more workers, not only more workers, good workers, productive workers or a smart work. Particularly now, the productive workers, more than productive workers, we need smart workers because it is the smart world. We need smart workers. So if you have lead certification, definitely you can attract more smart workers. From the smart worker, we can get the more productivity, then enhance the asset value over time. So particularly in the work efficiency, not only the efficiency of the worker, not only work efficiency of the workers, the efficiency of the equipment is more important than any other things. So by using the lead standards, you can increase the efficiency of the all the machineries, any machineries. So we can increase the lifespan of the any machinery. We can increase the productivity of the machinery. So from that we can get more benefit from the any machine. So the maintenance free not only for building, it is applicable for the equipments also or for the machineries also. So we can reduce the maintenance cost. So then encourage the innovation of new technology, product, materials and equipment for the lead standard for to incorporate the lead statements. So in the technology now we are sending the rocket for Mars, we are sending for the moon. It happened due to reducing the weight of the material. Only by the reduce the material, we have to thank our Kalam sir, Kalam, for the innovation of very, very light material, not only for rocket or any missile, for our physically challenged, our brothers and sisters. So the contribution of the innovation by lightweight material or any energy efficient material or technology or equipment. Now we are using smart CNC machine in the mechanical department, industry. Emission reduced ICT equipments. Similarly, for in electrical gadgets, we have star rated equipments. Everything only from the encouragement of innovation towards our energy efficient construction, energy efficient innovation. Then they establish the national leadership in the building industry and marketplace. If you have get the lead certification, it is internationally accepted, so it can attract more national level, international level investment or any partnership or any shareholders. So definitely it will increase the market value as well as everything. Then validate achievement through third-party review process. When the people are coming for assessment or any validation or vetting of our product or any process of in our industry or in our neighborhood, it definitely it will guide for the higher validation. Okay, then quality for growing array of state and local government incentive. So that is ultimately the individual growth lead to local body growth. the local body growth lead to district growth, the district growth lead to state growth lead to the national growth lead to global growth. That is a very the connectivity in the lead statement or lead lead practices. So contribute to growing green building knowledge base, then use key resources more efficiently, effectively, and sustainably. That is the various benefits if you get the lead certification. So in the lead certification now, anybody can get lead certification, not only for any big industries or big buildings or any commercial sector, even a small house with 2 bedroom, 1 kitchen, 1 hall, we can get the lead certification. So that is very, very important. So lead basic rating system, there are the, as mentioned in the earlier slides, there is a new construction system, existing building for operation and maintenance by few modification as per standards, we can get the ratings, lead rating for the existing building also. Then for the commercial interiors, then course and schools. In the last slide also I told, now they incorporated the schools also for the rating system. Then finally homes, and the individual homes they are using. So what is the Indian category, various Indian category for the rating system? The following 6 category you have to concentrate to get the rating system, either during for the new construction or existing construction or any other buildings as mentioned in the last slide. You have to concentrate or you have to apply your mind or any idea for the following 6 categories. One is sustainable site. During the site selection itself, you have to follow all the norms. For example, if you in your site, if you have any water body or any green trees, you should not remove the trees. Either you have to replace or you should not disturb. Similarly, in the water bodies or water core should not be disturbed. Definitely, then water efficiency. You have to use the all the liquid waste in the premises itself. You have to clean the water. Otherwise, process the water by using the water purification system. We have a lot of water purification system available now. We have to follow. Then effectively you have, so zero waste, zero water waste. That is a very important one. Zero energy waste, energy consumption, zero water waste. That is the another big achievement you have to follow in a. Then energy and atmosphere. So your building should be constructed on par with the local atmosphere. So every in the entire globe, we have a lot of atmospheric system or various atmospheric condition. So based on the condition, we have to follow some norms, and that is why in India we modified compare with our US system or any European system or any other Western, Northern, Eastern countries, because our Indian climate is different from any other countries. So that is why we modified. Then during the material selection, using the material various resources itself, we have to concentrate about the standards. Then indoor environmental quality, indoor air quality, sorry, exterior outdoor air quality. That is another very important system. So when we are designing, planning, we should calculate the future indoor air quality system. That is why very first I told what is that particulated matters. So the particulated matters lead for all the illness of the human beings, not only human beings, all living things. So if you reduce the particulated matter in the air, you can control the climate change. You can control the global warming. You can control the any pandemic. You can control the any flood or cyclones or any, even you can control the tsunami also, earthquake also. So the small any big calamity started from the particulated matters which is not visible to our naked eyes. So the particulated matter is the origin. Okay, we have to concentrate on the indoor and outdoor air quality condition. Then innovation and design for the construction, construction practices, construction equipments, everything. These are the major 6 details categories we have to concentrate during the construction or anything to get the certification. So first one, the sustainable sites. So it included the site selection, density and connectivity. So that is called a neighborhood concept. Then brownfield redevelopment, alternative transportation system. So in the existing system, if you create more dust or more noise or more pollution or more emission, we have to find out the alternate transportation system. Similarly, site development, then whether it is habitat or open space, we have to follow the proper norms, everything. And then stormwater control. That is why now Bangalore is suffering lot of flooding. Similarly, few years back, our Chennai also suffered. So the stormwater control, then reduction of heat island effect. Heat island effect means some of the place we get the more heat due to increase in heat in a small pocket. It will create the vacuum due to upward movement of the hot air. We get the vacuum. It will create this how to concentrate on the heat island system. Then light pollution reduction. So we are for example, if you are asked to consume a polluted water, simply we are rejecting. If you are asked to consume polluted food or some contaminated food, we are rejected to consume. But what about air? We are inhaling and exhaling the air, whether without checking whether it is polluted or non-polluted, because it is not visible. Similarly, we are concentrating on the solid waste, liquid waste, noise pollution, and everything. But what about light pollution? It is another major polluting environment, creating nuisance or anything due to light. But without bothering about the anybody, we are polluting in the form of light. So that is another factor, local sustainable site. Then water efficiency, the reduction, reuse, recover. That is a very, very important. The water, we have to reduce the usage of water, recover the used water as a reusable water, then recover the water, everything. That is the very, very important. So water efficient landscaping, innovative water, wastewater treatment technologies, these are the basic requirement for the water efficiency. Then energy and atmosphere. So energy efficiency and renewable energy. Then building commissioning. These are the three factors, more important three factors. In addition to small factors, these are the very important factors. So renewable energy, building commission, everything already discussed a lot of things. So energy and consumption. Then material resources. So building reuse, construction waste management. That is a now very big problem. If you go along the NH, we can see lot of waste, construction demolition waste in both sides of the road, particularly near the flyovers. So all the flyovers constructed not for the passengers. It is constructed to dump the building waste. Then material use, building reuse, material reuse. Similarly, recycled materials, and then regional materials. So why we are using regional material? The transportation consume most of the energy for the material transport. So material or equipment, everything. So we have to use the regionally developed or regionally produced or regional material. Then rapidly renewing material. So like renewable energy, the material should be used as a renewable materials. Then certified wood. So in the wood also, the wood, there is some certification, rating, everything. So when we are purchasing, we have to ask the certification of the wood, everything. So, so certification of the wood is very, very important. So during the material selection, during the resources selection and demolition of the use, we have to check whether it can be reused or we have to decide. So that is another important. Then indoor environmental quality. So in the ventilation, lighting, low emission emitting materials, controllable system, particularly in the lighting and thermal comfort, daylight usage, and attraction of daylights. Particularly if you are not switching on any lights during the entire day, that is the best design by engineers or architect. That is a indoor environmental requirement. Low emitting paints, sealants, and adhesives to be used for the covering of the wooden portions or wall portion or anything. Then no smoking, then increased ventilation. So these are the very basic requirements to enhance the indoor environmental quality. So the indoor environmental quality only control the lifespan. Otherwise, the during the maintenance or during the usage of the life cycle, the indoor environmental quality is the major factor controlling the our environmental condition or sustainability condition of the building. Because the indoor, if the indoor environmental quality is very good or very high, the consumption of energy, consumption of water, consumption of anything, it is very, very less. We can get the more productivity, more comfort inside the building. Definitely the indoor air quality monitoring, indoor environmental quality improvement, that is a very, very important one. Building design to be included. So these are the various factors. Already we are this category we have to concentrate during the design. So building and site program, building form and geometry. So in the architect, if you go for architect design, any planning by architect, they are more concentrate on the lighting system and ventilation system. That is very, very important. So it from the form and geometry. So a building can be improved the indoor air quality or indoor environmental quality only by form and geometry. That is very, very important. More than construction, more than site preparation or anything, the form of the building and geometry of the building is the major factor deciding the indoor environmental quality. Then building envelope and facade treatments, particularly in the facade should not be plain, particularly in the west and east and west, the facade or any wall should not be very plain. It will attract more heat and transfer inside the building. So the particularly in the east side and west side, walls should be with various panels or very undulations or any depressed or projected portions. Then only it can increase the shade over the building and reduce the heat transmission. So then elimination and under significant downsizing of the building system. For example, high volume air conditioning system. Now all the huge any commercial buildings, marriage halls or conference halls, they are constructed with the HVAC system and lighting system. It should be properly controlled. And then for the similarly for the exterior materials, interior finishes, everything should be properly provided to reduce the loading energy loading. So then functional program, it is another factor, control the energy reduction or energy increase. Then water related system. So the then mechanical system. So inside the building, we are using various mechanical devices, mechanical related devices, then electrical devices, then electronics devices. So all the devices should be followed some proper accepted norms and standards. Okay. Then sustainable practices include design modification, material production, material transportation, resource efficiency, the selection of material. These are the already we discussed a lot. So then the title only you can selection of material that are environmental, natural materials, alternative energy resources we have to follow in all the buildings. Then alternative construction equipments and fuel resources we have to identify. Methods for complying with the government regulation. That is a very pathetic in our construction industry. Following the government regulation. We are following the regulation only for getting approval from the authority. During the construction, we are simply throwing out all the regulation and norms, but I request at least ethically you follow the government regulation. There are government regulation not for government. It is only for us. Then supplier and vendor social responsibility. So this is another important why social responsibility of the vendor or supplier. They have to sell only star rated materials or environmental friendly materials or sustainable materials. We have to select the vendor or we have to select the supplier or we have to select the service provider. Only those who are having the social responsibility and the environmental responsibility, those who are handling the environmentally friendly materials, equipments, everything. That is very, we have to encourage the people, those who are concentrating more on the social responsible activities like environmental friendly material sellers. Then social and community impact of projects and production operation. So after the construction, during the production or during the construction, during the maintenance or during the occupation, we have to consider. Then current practice, what are the current rating system, what they are following. Environmental impact and environmental impact statement they are asking. That is why we are getting the environmental impact assessment or environmental clearance from the pollution control board. So that is a major import. Then social and community impact project. Where now people have to find out the feasibility of the, not only feasibility, we have to study the impact, social impact in the neighborhood and community impact or economical impact. Everything we have to study during the project. Then supplier and vendor environmental social responsibility we have to identify, including responsible supply chain and procurement, reducing the energy consumption during the construction. Then renewable energy sustainable design during the planning and design, material grade to grade ecological cost, including whether materials are reused or recycled, and reducing energy use during the manufacturing, and that embodied energy, that is called embodied energy. You have to select as a responsible citizen, you have to select the material consuming less energy or less embodied energy. So that is a very, not only for construction, from cradle to grave, you have to follow the ethics. Then environmental impact production operation, environmental footprint structures. So in the that is why I am repeatedly telling that the lifespan of the life cycle of the structure. So during the entire process, the footprint of any structure should be properly monitored. There should not be any emission or any pollution or any causes for environmental degradation. Then producing less waste, recycling more waste during the construction. So now people are getting more awareness, using reusable material, producing material, reusing material, but very pathetic that the reusing of the material, demolition waste is very less. I request all the participants, please try to use the demolition waste during your construction, even for construction, even after during your project also, everything. Then what are the various process for the evaluation of the sustainability of the structure? These are some points you have to get the awareness. Those who are having interest, please write. Layout of structure, material or delivery, everything. Plan for post-construction site restoration, transportation, waste management, energy management during construction, material and resources selection, procurement, perform life cycle cost assessment for materials and equipments, investigate alternative sustainable materials and practices, investigate alternative for material deliveries, and the lean construction. But please concentrate what I am trying to tell. Lean construction, lean practice is very, very essential nowadays. You can hear that additive manufacturing, 3D printing. Now, even the building can be printed, like printing now molding toys or molding any equipments, molding a part using the CNC machine. Now we can build a building with 3D printing machine. So lean construction or frugal engineering or the sustainable building, all are almost same. What is lean construction? Time என்ன madam? So lean construction is the very, very important. That is not only lean construction, lean engineering applicable for all the engineering, non-engineering professionals. Lean engineering means or frugal engineering. Otherwise, we can call it as frugal engineering. Lean engineering or frugal engineering means producing more outcome using less resources. That is a very, very important. Nowadays, it is a need of the hour, using less resources, producing more outcomes. So that is then environmental control, social. These are the various material. Now aerated concrete, people are hesitant to use the aerated lightweight concrete, but it is only lightweight, not less strength. Please keep in your mind that it is a very good material produced using waste material like fly ash or quarry dust. So people, those who are here, please use the lightweight, that is aerated AAC block or any other block, lightweight material, because it's totally produced from the waste. So it is having more strength, less weight, not less weight, less strength. It is having enough strength. People are now, even engineers, civil engineers also blaming the material, lightweight material. It is only not due to lightweight block. It is due to your construction practice. So you allow the skilled labor for the construction. So water consumption, everything already energy efficient. These are the, this is the rating system. So certified, only if you want to get the certification, you have to get the 50 to 59 out of 100 points. For the tenant occupied buildings, same 50 to 59. So this is a good practice. Only we get the certification. It is green building or LEED certified buildings. You get the certification. For the certification, you get only up to 59 points out of 100 points. But then if you want to get the silver certification, you get the 16 and up to certificate. Then if you want to get the gold certification, you need 79. Then platinum 89, super platinum 90 to 100. So for the global environment, global attraction, you have to get the super platinum certification. For that, at least 90 points you have to get out of 100 points. So these are the various subdivisions of the points, 100 points. So yes, see, this is the totally 100 points. The 100 points are divided with the various category, various subdivisions, sub-themes. So if you want to just, it is everything available in the Indian Green Building Council website, or if you simply put Indian Green Building categories or leads category, it is available. Please go through. This is a building life cycle already we take. So I told that this is not green building, this is the green building. So if you use all energy gadgets, energy efficient materials, energy efficient construction practices, see the natural ventilation in this building. So during the day and night, we can simply avoid the AC, and we can simply avoid the even fan also, if you properly allow the water hot air to escape. So that is the indoor air quality system or indoor environmental system. See the lighting system. See the green building materials, various materials. So building constructed, a private home or government building. These are the buildings available in Tanjore. This is almost in the front. That is the Karups Nagar. This building was constructed by our engineer Ravichandran at Karups Nagar. So this is another building in Tanjore. This is I think this is constructed by our CV sir. So this is my own house. These are the system now we have to follow. This is a case study, some case studies. So if you want a slide, I will send the slide. You can see this is how a building is constructed with the. So I request once again, as a civil engineer, as a responsible citizen, I am requesting all the participants in your day-to-day life, please don't waste, don't consume more energy related materials, don't use more energy consuming gadgets, or simply don't waste. That is a very my humble request. Everyone, you have to follow 2 dustbin in your home, one for non-degradable waste, one for degradable waste. Use the degradable waste for your gardens, kitchen garden. Use the non-degradable waste as a resources to get the money. Similarly, use all the solar gadgets and everything. I thank. If you have any queries, welcome. Otherwise, already time very long time. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, any queries? Sir?
Any doubt from the engineer, sir? Engineer side? I think it's a very long presentation, sir. It's very nice.
Thank you, sir. Rather boring as sir now.
No, it's not a boring, sir. It is actually everyone should know, sir. It's the best waste management and energy management. This everyone they should know, sir.
Sir.
Should to practice the things, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And the presentation close பண்ணுங்க, sir. Then so on behalf of secretary, I'll propose a vote of thanks for this entire session. It was a very nice and wonderful session given by Dr. Sendamil Kumar, Professor Civil Engineering Department and Dean Faculty of Engineering and Technology from Periyar Maniamma Institute of Science and Technology. And also I thank Dr. M. SHARMILA BEGUM, Associate Professor and Head, Computer Science Engineering Department. And I thank Dr. Iei Tnsc in the morning session. He has given a wonderful talk from Biotechnology Division. And also my heartful thanks to Dr. Santhosh for giving a wonderful lecture, as well as the MC introducing the speakers. And the same way, I'm thanked to from the different part of centers, Engineer P. Murugesh Pandian sir, and as well as our Saleh Manalan sir, then Karupusamy sir, and all the Mohan sir. All of them, I'll thank you very much for attending this wonderful session. And I thank our state center for giving opportunity to conduct this 8 hours. Yesterday and today we have conducted out of 100 hours. In that 8 hours, they are sharing us for giving this opportunity. I thank you all. Thank you very much.
Okay. All the 4 sessions are excellent.
Yes,
thank you.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you to everybody. Particularly Jayakumar, Engineer Jayakumar sir and Mati madam. Thank you, and Santhosh for the excellent work.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right.
So it should be periodically, frequently we have to connect that like this, and only we can get the more exposure for the civil engineering.
Definitely, sir. And I request all the engineers to we have our 37th national
Congress.
In Engineering Congress.
National Congress.
For that, we call for a paper. Like, so all the professors and the students, date you have to nominate the things. For sending the abstract, 15th October is the last date. So please apply for that one. That will be a very wonderful thing. I'm awaiting. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, sir. Thank you.